Yo, it's the Land Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And we are back on Lake Guntersville. And just as I started talking to you guys, I hook into a fish using that chatterbait. Hey, that's timing right there. Let's get this fish in. What are the odds that as soon as I start live streaming, that's when I hook into this fish? So, let me get this puppy in the boat. If you notice, I'm fishing a little closer to the bank. Probably a 2-pounder. Probably a 2-pounder. Hopefully you guys are already tuning in. Antonio, there's that chatterbait. Johnny D, what's up? Antonio, there's that chatterbait. Here's a chatterbait fish. Probably a 2-pounder. Just started casting out to this area right here. So that's one. That is one. So we caught one fish on this live stream. But the reason that I'm out here again today is because I thought I had fixed the setup. Doggy man, what is up? I thought I had fixed the setup so that we can live stream from anywhere using the Starlink, but that was not the case. If you guys saw me trying to do some live streaming and it was choppy and frozen, well, that's why. I was trying to do it off the Starlink in areas which I didn't have cell phone service, so that didn't pan out too well. So here we are back on cellular service, trying to take you to locations that have cell phone service. I wanted to take you to places that didn't have cellular service, but no can do. No can do, my friends. But don't worry, I haven't given up yet. I think I could do it, but it'll have to be off of the GoPro and it'll have to be horizontal, not vertical like this live stream is right now. Which I don't know exactly how you guys go about finding that, but it kind of causes an issue because vertical live streams seem to go into the shorts feed and get more exposure while this is grass. While horizontal live feeds go into the abyss. I have no idea where they go, but they just don't get as much, at least for me, as much interaction. So we caught a 2-pounder just right now. I'm basically going to throw this chatterbait, work in the bank, running it through the grass, or at least attempting to. So don't worry, guys. I haven't given up on figuring out how to get you guys to the rest of the lake. It's just going to take me a second. Man, you guys should have seen my setup. It was Ethernet cables, it was power cables, all kinds of stuff trying to make this work. But so far, no success. And in that live stream, I had caught a fish and I was like, ah, man, what a wasted hook set. Because you guys didn't get to see it. But that's life. I caught it off a jig. Here I'm going to work this with the chatterbait. I don't usually throw chatterbait, but I've been seeming to find a way to catch fish with them. So maybe I'll start throwing it a little bit more. It's about a foot or so above the grass that's available to run this chatterbait through. And there's little stick ups of hydrilla out here. So if I can tick that hydrilla, cause some erratic action. Then maybe I can entice one of these fools to bite. I think I see a freaking, what is that? A tree? A stump? Water's kind of stained right here. So I'm a little sad, guys, because I couldn't get that to you. But let's focus on the fishing now. Nothing we can do about that. At least not here. I will be live tomorrow in the morning at 5:30. There are some cruisers out here, bro. Boats are friggin' putting wakes all over the lake, and if you're not paying attention, you're gonna go flying as you're driving your boat. Sweet tea or chocolate milk? Well, let me see, Chevy. This is maybe not even sweet tea, bro. I don't know if something just hit me right there because I was freaking all balled up on myself. Well, that area right there looks a little closer to chocolate milk. This area over here looks more like sweet tea-ish. Maybe that's just, well, okay, I can see what's causing it. So the water is chopping up against the bank, and that's from all the boat traffic. So it's smashing up against the bank, and it's causing the sediment to come and create like a chocolate milk kind of feel, but that's way towards the bank. Out here it becomes a little more sweet tea-ish, if that's helpful. If that is helpful. So you guys might be wondering if you're tuning into the right channel because I'm not out on the humps. I'm actually fishing near some banks and stuff today. Maybe I'm a different person. Maybe I'm a different person. You never know, guys. I got a mask on, so I guess I could have pulled the old switcheroo. I mean, I could be narrating in the back, and then some dude is up in the front fishing. So now right here, it's a little more, it's a little longer steep of sweet tea color right here. Just a longer steep is all. Oh, just south of Lanier, feels a 5-pounder coming. Well, let's get it. I have caught decent ones in this section right here. I caught them off what do you call it? I caught them off of a bull shad. Let's see what we got here. Dylan says sweet tea or chocolate milk is honestly a pretty smart way to scale how stained the water is. I mean, it's relatable because people will know. They'll know the difference between the two. I mean, you could even get me to convey that information, so that's a good scale. No expertise necessary. Freaking emails, guys, popping in, not letting me read your messages. Caught a squawfish this morning. Nothing else. Tough day. Chevy, what is a squawfish, man? I'm not familiar with all the types of fish, so what is that? And I might be misreading it because I'm trying to get my line back in the water. I might slow this baby down a little bit. Let it tick some of that grass. Just a little bit more. It was a tough day. Dylan says, what's he targeting? Just joined. Oh, bass. Yeah, I'm targeting bass. Doctor Who, What, Where? I have not been fishing. I have not been fishing all day, man. I got off the water for a little bit because I was trying to set up a Starlink connection so that you guys, I could take you guys to sections of the lake that don't have cell phone service, but no success. It came in too choppy. I caught a fish while I was out there, but it came in too choppy. You could see the fish, you just couldn't understand anything I was saying. I was basically freeze framing all over the place, so I will figure this out, guys. I will figure out a way to get you guys in areas that there's no cell phone service. Because that spot over there, that's where I wanted to take you guys. I catch fish in that area, but with no cell phone service, you guys would never know that. I mean, I guess if I made a YouTube video, you would see it, but this channel's live. We're no longer pumping out as many videos recorded. We're letting you guys see the good, bad, the ugly. What's up, Antonio? I caught that area that I was telling you guys about. Antonio, that's where I caught off of one of the jigs you sent me, homie. That's 3 fish I've caught off of those jigs today. So they're doing their thing out here, dude. Just know that. Do you ever deep crank in the summer heat? I have deep cranked, but I only, this summer I've done it a couple times and I only caught 1 fish off of that. So I guess I'm not an expert at that. And I am not in Cali Usual the goat. I am in Alabama. Unless you're asking Central Cali. So I also run this area with a jerk shad. Well, we'll run it right now with this chatterbait. Since I know Antonio's watching, let's give that chatterbait a good long try. Antonio, I don't know if you heard, but I caught a fish on the beginning of this live stream off this chatterbait. There's a lot of eelgrass in here. I don't know if you guys can see all of it floating. Now we are thick in that hydrilla. So I stand corrected. That is not eelgrass. That is hydrilla growing up. That's what's up. Glad they're working out for you. I did a good job myself. It was fire. Oh yeah, this hydrilla right here, man, that can load the boat. But all those little spots up there are actually hydrilla just kind of... Oh, the hydrilla fell off before I could show you guys. The tips of the hydrilla growing up there. Might have to throw that jerk shad out there. Jerk shad can go through there a little better than what this chatterbait is doing. Grass. This grass is thick. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to zoom in on me. Let's see, I see some ripples out there. Let's see what we got here. Sun is down. We're going down. We're cruising through the areas with hydrilla. Let's get something. Jerk shad, #1 in the grass. That's what I'm saying, dog. I think I'm going to switch to it, but I don't want to put this chatterbait down just yet. That jerk shad goes through the Goes through the grass pretty well, but it's a little slower technique. At least when I use it, it's a little bit slower. I use that Strike King caffeine shad. I don't even think you guys can see that, but I don't know if you guys can also hear that bird. I think it's an osprey. So yeah, I didn't intend to get back on the water. At least not today, I mean. But I thought I had solved the problem. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take these guys to the spots where I couldn't before. And come to find out, it didn't work out. Something's gotta give. Something has got to give. How much time we got left in this live stream? We got 6 minutes. I mean 8 minutes, sorry. Trying to do math and fish. That don't work. Just had a buddy wink wink in the boat. Could be slinging a chatterbait. And a jerk shad. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Hit them up. Twofold. Thin out what works, what doesn't. But when you only got one rod tossing, it just takes time. Takes time to figure them out, what they're going to be biting right now. But you guys should be proud of me. I'm not out on those humps. So I usually let it sink for a little bit, 5 or 6 seconds, and then pop it. Then let it sink back down, settle into some pockets. Hopefully, all of a sudden it just tightens up. But we'll see what happens. As he falls, he does a little circle action. The color that I'm throwing, Cameron, happens to be KVD Magic, but usually I don't even throw this color. I just bought some just to try them out. Usually I throw watermelon red flake. That's the color that I usually throw, and that's the color that I usually have success on. And I'm not saying it's the color right now that's not producing, but I'm not throwing the one that I usually throw. I've caught off of this color, just not as much as that other one. I also throw white sometimes, but I don't get a lot of play off of white. I had a newbie who was barely learning how to fish on the boat, so I had him throw this jerk shad, and he was using the watermelon red, and I was using a white, thinking I'd be cool and all, but the white wasn't really catching. I had to switch up to the watermelon red flake in order to get as many bites as he was. We have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Will do, Antonio. Will do. Enjoy your gun shopping, my dude. I figured it's a little difficult over there in Cali, though. All right, there's a little point that comes out over here, so I'm gonna cast out to the deeper side of it. The grass is better set up. Up top, it's kind of, or closer to the bank, I mean, it's kind of making those alleyways a little bit more difficult to run this through. I know I've popped through here with the Mustache Maniac, and we've caught some good ones. But they don't matter if they're not on the camera, bro. They're all fairy tales and legends if they're not on the camera. Oh, I read Cameron's message about seems very peaceful as a jet ski goes by. But it is very peaceful out here, bro. We want to disturb that peace with some fish action, though. That's what we're attempting to do. We got 2 minutes left. I will, in this area, immediately start up another live stream and finish out the rest of this spot. And then after that, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to go out there and fish around and find out, like we always do about this time. Oh, and I got some shade going on right now, bro. Ooh, feels good. The other spot where the video was all choppy, I had direct sunlight on me. That was not fun, but I was trying to do it to get you guys some hook sets, but video didn't work. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left to catch a fish. Can a buzzer beater come out of nowhere? I don't know. Let's try. I think I might slow down my action right there for a little bit. Heck, I might even throw a topwater out here. Oh. Oh. Was that grass? Or was that a little nibble? Jury's out, boys. Jury is out. Let's get back in there and get them. I might actually take a look and see if I have any of those watermelon red ones. Ain't got nothing against KVD, but his magic is lacking on this one. I'll see you guys on the next stream.